Hello, you beautiful bastards, and welcome to my so-called show. And it is hotter than a motherfucker out here. Perfect weather for talking about sunny, boiling hot Miami Vice. So tonight's episode will be episode 17, Le Maze, where after a trigger-happy cop's partner is killed by a gang called the Escobars, the team tries to track him down, and they end up finding out where they're located, and that is in a abandoned hotel full of squatters. And Tubbs goes inside as another squatter, but it turns into a hostage situation where they have to try and get the homeless people out and hope no one gets killed in the process, while also apprehending the the Escobar gang. And Admiral T might be here later. I don't know yet. Maybe he's busy, but it might be my fault why he's late, because I originally accidentally had this time set to an hour later than usual, thinking it was 6. Maybe it was me organising this along with my Bastards Breakdown, which usually does go an hour later on a Friday. So sorry, Admiral Teague, if you end up jumping on late, you're more than welcome. You're still more than welcome, and hopefully you'll be able to say what you need to say about this episode, all the things in this episode. Kung Fu Hot Dog might be here in 10 minutes, unless he gets held up, but he messaged me and he's told me he will be here. And I'm hoping I still got enough notes made on this episode as well, because I've kind of been a bit busy making fucking reviews as well. And God, I just saw Supergirl, so I do apologise if I'm not up to my best here today. And well, the chat is very quiet anyway, so I'm just all by my lonesome for now. But so far, this is kind of it's not as good as the last episode. It's got its moments. I like the idea of this kind of standoff, and there is some intensity here, but I don't know. It's like this might be my third or fourth time watching this episode, and yeah, I'm still kind of forgetting some of the things that are on here, but that's just my opinion. Hopefully, maybe Admiral Teague and Kung Fu Hot Dog might love this episode more than me or hate it, add a bit of variety, but who knows. But until it's turn up, I am going to just jump straight into the episode. So let me get the slides up. Bear with me. Is that it? Screenshot. I think that's it. There's a lot of tabs popping up. I do apologize. So basically, the team they're talking to these other cops. One called Tim Drury and another called Dickie. I've seen the actor called Dickie a few times in other movies. I think he's played henchman in other episodes as well. He seems to be one of these jobbing actors from the 80s. I do remember he was kind of like held over a building in Police Academy 5, and yeah, another nice little Miami Vice connection there. So you can sort of see he's a bit of an aggressive cop, isn't he? He's very ruthless, and Dickie's kind of like the partner he cares about is a bit more, probably a little bit more subtle, not as rough as he is, but they kind of had this bond, and they kind of have these conflicting ideas. I like how Sonny is not really totally disgusted by him, even though he probably should, but he still sort of like tries to be a bit more orderly, a little bit more, a bit more calm with him when disagreeing with him, which is pretty respectful, because these days you can't disagree with anyone without anyone being disrespectful. You're just a fascist, racist if you disagree with someone else. But obviously, he kind of gives us ideals that cleaning up the streets has not just been being a tough cop. I mean, it's mostly just been the communities and that as well. But he's very sort of like skeptical about it, though. But then you see the Pablo Escobars are harassing someone, and yeah, there's Raul there, who kind of ends up being one of the more interesting characters in the Escobars. So they go to chase him, but they kill his partner in the process, and a nice little suspenseful moment. And one of them shoots at Crockett, but then they get over. And I like how I forgot the most psychotic Escobar kind of passes him the gun and says he'll cover him, but obviously they get away and they find out Dickie is dead. And the opening titles, of course, Sonny blames Tim for what's happened here as well, and it's like, well, just give him the report, and that's all we can do, and the best I can do is find out about the Escobars. So So they found out the Escobars were basically just these small time, punks, and that's it. But they've done a few drug rounds and that, but nothing too big. But now it's like they've graduated to cop killers. Sorry. So they go around asking for the Escobars, and obviously because the store owners haven't said anything, they've got nothing on them, so they're trying to locate them, aren't they? I mean, he's even grabbing this fucking kid in this helmet, and Jesus Christ, that kid must be boiling in that jacket because from what people have said about being in Miami, it gets fucking hot. But so I found out nothing. We get some recycled shots here, and then we get Pepe dancing, doing this fucking. Wearing this absolutely ridiculous 80s suit and with no shirt under, and my God, does he look fabulous. Oh my God, it's so gay. But he's got these moves. He's obviously coked out of his fucking head. I kind of like this character. He's pretty funny, man. So they ask about him. He was obviously someone who was affiliated with the Escobars back in the past, but he's changed his ways now, and he wants to just dance, and they won't leave him alone. So they drench his 80s two-tone shoes, and he's like, "Tell me where the Escobars are. I'll extinguish the rest of your suit." And he tries to back up, but then they found him hiding in the toilet. I'm like, Jesus Christ, mate, really? You'd think they wouldn't find you in there, so. Maybe we should flush him out. So they flush him out, and they do talk to him. And he tells him he's not part of that gang anymore. He's working some kind of security job, and that's it. But he does know when it might be hauled up. And here's Kung Fu Hot Dog. How you doing, man? How you doing?
How am I doing, guys?
Yeah, you doing all right? And I've just seen Supergirl. My fucking God, man! It's
I know. Tell me about it. Oh, we're live. Hi, everybody.
No, it's my fault as well because I accidentally booked it for fucking 7 p.m. instead of 6 p.m.
Oh, you should have. 7 would have done me good, actually. I'm working on another Supergirl video as I speak.
Oh, man, if I'd have talked to you earlier. Sorry, sorry I didn't message you earlier either because, like I said, I've been jotting down my Supergirl review and fucking hell, I'm surprised I even jotted anything down because right now, when I was writing it, I was typing it, I was thinking, I can't review this. I don't know what I can fucking say about this film. There's just nothing I can say about this movie.
I tell you what, she's been a bit of a good luck charm for my channel, as much as I hate to admit it. And Uwe Boll, he's another good friend of mine to the channel now because I just checked my review for Citizen Vigilante. It's nearly bordering 10,000 views. I'm like, what?
Wow.
Something has obviously triggered off people with my review because I do say something a little bit, how do I say, something that people might not agree upon about my own ethnicity and my reason for reacting to the film.
I know why, because you're black. You can't exactly be on the side of the white racists, can you? And
I
know this is. I know we're going off on a tangent here, but it's got naught to do with color, is it? It's just the fact we just don't like these guys from these like very primitive fundamental religions that do all this barbaric shit. That's it.
I'll tell you what, Bastard, when we come off the stream, I'll tell you exactly what I say, because I say exactly in the video. I don't think it actually sparked anything. I think people tuning into it will be like, huh? He said that, and it's not like to stoke fires, but I'll tell you why. If you've watched my video, you'll know what I'm talking about. If you haven't watched it yet, then you'll get the full picture.
And I did watch a little bit of your Supergirl ones, and Jesus Christ, she does not help herself in those interviews.
I know. The Supergirl ones, I'm working, the one I'm doing now, I've just had a few issues with the thumbnail, like they won't generate what I've asked it for. But honestly, wow. I mean, I was a bit generous saying it's going to make 340 million worldwide. They're now predicting it's probably going to make about 200 million overall. I mean, that's a guaranteed flop, man.
It is, man. Fucking hell. I mean, it's been projected to flop as well, and she's destroyed her fucking brand. Gunn has destroyed the brand, and
she's done it, but he's done it more or less. And David Ellison,
I know, because he just can't fucking help himself. He has to keep fucking turning everything into Guardians of Galaxy. Oh, we're going off a tangent here, aren't we? But
I know.
Before we do move back onto my advice, listen, young actresses who are going to be part of a big franchise, Don't fucking listen to your publicist about saying toxic male, blah blah blah. This do what fucking Sydney Sweeney and Emily Blunt and even recently Indy Navarrete doing. Just be fucking cool and just be nice. Just be a decent person in your interviews. Just promote it. You know, be good to your fans. Be good because these are the people that are paying your fucking wage here. So yeah.
Well, look, if the Ellisons do actually successfully buy out Warner Brothers, they might do a big hard reset. In the video that I'm editing at the moment, it's almost finished actually. I do touch upon that, so yeah, watch it later on. I think we'll see what it does for views, but people won't expect this video to come out from me regarding Supergirl. So there you go.
So yeah, we're back to Miami Vice, and this is where they meet a new former called Pepe, who's
not Le Pew.
he's also Shabaru, isn't it? I'm getting his fucking name right. Jesus Christ, I'm terrible.
What's happened to Teague? Is it the heat wave has killed off his communications?
I don't know. Maybe he got maybe got beamed up into space. Who knows? Somewhere. They saw his channel and wanted his advice on Earth and all that shit. Who knows? But we'll see what happens anyway. Because like I said, fucking, I must have got mixed up with my bastards breakdowns when I organised the time on this. Because man usually does go a bit an hour later. But let me get this guy's name. It's Shabba something. Is it Shabaru?
Yes, it's something like that.
Yeah, dancer, isn't he? And
yeah.
But look how fucking great he owns this retarded suit here as well, without the shirt and everything.
Yeah, exactly. He looks good. He looks like he's from DeBarge.
Oh yeah, definitely got that sort of like maybe Latinish Lothario thing going on there, doesn't he?
You can kind of imagine him wearing a zoot suit. You know, just like our guy from Lou Bega, Mambo number 5.
Yeah, definitely a Lou Bega thing going on there.
Yeah,
he is. I mean, his hair is almost like he almost does look like a sort of like more flamboyant Teddy Boy, doesn't he? He's got this sort of like curly sort of pompadour haircut going on there.
No, it's good, man. He's rocking it. Yeah. It's kind of like that sort of curly perm at the front. Oh, I love these nighttime shots.
I know, yeah. I know they're recycled, but they just look so fucking beautiful and noirish. And I even like this shot as well of early morning Miami where the sky's just like blue and still a little bit orangey and the sun's just coming up.
Yeah, Tony Scott was very good at doing that. If you see the opening of Beverly Hills Cop 2, when Murphy, I think it's when Murphy's going for a jog or Axel Foley, or if it's not him, the way they just set that scene, it's just like, oh, take me back, man. Take me back to 1987. And you don't get those kind of establishing shots anymore now, which is such a shame. It's become a lost art.
I know. I kind of want to touch on Beverly Hills Cop 2 because, it's nowhere near as good as the first, but I do have a soft spot for it, though. And is the plot as compelling? Is the revenge plot for Gargamel as compelling as... I forgot the name of the character in the first one that got killed. But... I do have a soft spot for it, especially since we've got that real good dynamic between Taggart and Rosewood and Axel, and yeah. Oh yeah,
and I got a soft spot for this. This one is chopped to bits as well, by the way. There is a director's cut of that somewhere, but sadly it's not to be found. So what a shame. Another 48 hours. Yeah, there you go.
48 hours. Yeah, we touched on that, me and Toxic. We touched on that a few back. Oh, no, it's a sequel, isn't it? Yeah.
Which I like. Walter Hill again, I'm going to buy it. But yeah, this went through several edits before we got this bastardized version. So what a shame. But I still bought it because I liked it.
Yeah, it plays it safe for a sequel, but it did still get a good few laughs out of me. And,
yeah.
So it's obviously he's giving them the location to the maze, and this is where the plot actually happens now, isn't it?
What a location! Holy shit!
I know, it looks like a total shithole. It looks like a big crime-ridden ruin, everything, and you got mold on the buildings, the paint's all going off, and Switek and Zito are still sort of like working in this Bugbusters van, and they're pitching to this waitress, another unfortunate waitress again, but then. But then they found out about the location of the hotel, so they need to go get the guy who has the blueprints to it, the guy who owns the actual hotel. And then he's on the phone talking to some handicapper, so he's a bit of a shady guy and that. But obviously, it's looking like he does cooperate. They give him the blueprints, and they're trying to plan what to do with the squatters. And Tim's like, "Yeah, well, why don't we just bust in there and tell them to?"
I recognise this guy. I forgot his name. I reckon. Yeah. Yes.
I'm trying to see what else he's been in. Okay, guest stars. Tim Dreyer, J.L. Sanders. Okay, so what else has he been in? He's been Bionic Woman, 1977. He's been Crime Story with Dennis Farina as well. A
That's where
couple
I
of
know him
episodes.
from. That's where I've seen
Yeah,
him.
yeah. It's been Law and Order as
Yeah.
well. So nice little
Yeah,
Dick Wolf
Crime
reference.
Story. I'm not going to buy that for the time being because I just found out that while you can buy the series, it doesn't come with the licensed music. So until they
It
release the
doesn't.
full, no, not even in
Oh
the
man.
not even in the UK because with Tour of Duty, that phenomenal TV series, if you buy the one in the UK, it's got all the original music in it. But if you buy it outside of Europe, well, I know we're not part of it anymore, they remove the music. So for some reason in some cases we're exempt from having the music revoked, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, it's always shit that as well. I mean,
In a day
just
and
because
age
it
where
costs like a
physical
few
media
extra quid, I
matters,
know it's
yeah, because
yeah, a lot. There's a
what
lot of Oh, sorry.
I was going to say, sorry, mate. What I was going to say, Sony, if you haven't heard what they've done on PlayStation recently, anything you bought digitally, they've now removed it. So you can't get your money back. And they've now said, yeah, sorry, but you know, you should understand this is on a rental agreement only, even though you had to read the fine print really slowly to say that you wouldn't own it. So when I say buy physical media, man. They can't take it
Agreed.
away from you.
Yeah, hardcore agree because they're doing the same with GTA 6 now, aren't they? I mean, the physical
Ah,
copy isn't a physical copy; it's a fucking
I'm
code.
signed out from that. I'm signed out from that. I'm done. I'm not going to buy the game at all. And I wasn't going to
I
buy it
know.
anyway. You know, if it cost $1 billion to make, which I think it has, including the marketing, yeah, they haven't done themselves any favors with the fans at all. And I think the
I know
reason why
it's
they're not including it because the game must be absolutely huge. It must be near on 1 terabyte. And what are they going to do? Sell 4 discs? Nah, we'll just give it to you as a download code. Get ready for your hard drive to be overtaken. Bullshit, man. Not interested.
yeah. Plus, they can always censor it if anything else becomes more
Yep.
problematic to
Yep.
whatever is problematic in the future. Because that's the thing with these fucking walk tards; they always find something to complain about, don't they? So.
Yep. Always.
But I think they will backtrack, though. I think they're going to get enough backlash and think, okay, we'll release the fucking physical discs there. You're happy,
Oh,
it's they will.
you'll be lucky if they do that, my friend. You know, well, that's down to Strauss Zelnick. You know, if he wants to look good in the eyes of and Strauss Zelnick, who's the owner of Take Two that oversees Rockstar Games, if he doesn't get his thumb out of his ass and actually find out what's going on, then he's going to look bad in the future, and it'll probably cost them a lot of shares as well. They'll probably tank if it hasn't
Yeah, I
already
know.
happened.
So at the end of the day, money talks and bullshit walks.
Yep. Oh, they were so confident. Now I think they've just gotten the better of them, which, you know what? I don't feel sorry for them. It's not the same Rockstar games that I knew back in the day. Did you see my Rockstar video this week regarding that?
I think it might have been that one. Yeah, I don't know, but
That thumbnail was just, I don't know how I came up with that idea for Sam Hauser being cradled by Strauss Zelnick, but I was in the gym and I thought, you know what? That would be a crazy image to get utilized, and I got it done.
we'll talk more about that later. But yeah, Dan
No worries,
Houser, you
mate.
fucking deserve better. I don't, whatever happened, but yeah, obviously he's still pissed off at his partner and his. He was already shown to be a bit of a ruthless bastard, this Tim as well. But then they go through the strategy of the backwater is bolted on. The only exit is at the front, so it seems. So yeah, they're going for the whole plan now, and we see some people throwing garbage, and you got to admit, Tobbs is really rocking the homeless look here as well, and he's sort of strutting down, and Jan Hammer's sort of like Western twang music starts playing, and he's like, "I've been just a child, in the book of my life." Well, look at these shots as well. I mean, you can tell this had a very, very limited budget. You know, they're probably trying to save money on other episodes they could use the budget on, but it's still used very resourcefully. And yeah, it really does look like this is the hotel that Tam forgot now. I mean, it's something forgotten about, and you know, you kind of get the feeling it could fall through the floor any minute because it looks so decrepit. Everything. But hey, if you're going to live in a shithole building, at least you got a nice view there.
Exactly. Yeah, you can always redo it when you get the money. So I wouldn't say boo to a goose in that instance. Do you know what I mean?
I know. I
No
mean,
way.
I think there are some there are some legalities with the whole squatters thing. I mean, there was that guy who squatted in this abandoned house for months and preserved it and everything, and he ended up buying it for $16. I mean, that was fucking amazing. He did. Yeah, it's on there. I think it's on one of the Bill Bear
$16
clippings.
gosh.
Anyway, back when he used to be really fucking funny. But it was an amazing story. But sadly, the banks found a way to fucking take it from him, and it really upset me when I heard about that. But obviously, Tim is very, very impatient as well. And once again, he plays the very impatient copper who has probably been working this job way too long, very well. And yeah, he does almost give away the position as well. Everyone's trying to keep quiet and everything, and he's like, he gets spotted, and so now they have to fucking cover his ass, and he nearly gets some hostages killed. And this is where we start to meet some of the other, Escobar characters and some of the squatters in there as well, and obviously the cops go in as well, to try and stop them, but then they end up backing up, and Tubbs obviously is let in because they don't think he's a cop. And this is where we meet Joe Morton's character, Davis, and this guy, I always love this actor, man, Miles Dyson. Every time he shows up, he's always good, and he actually shows to be like the opposite of Tim Dreary here, so because he is professional and he wants to resolve this. He's very patient, he's very calm, and is and he is very professional. He knows what he's doing a lot more, doesn't he? He's, and this is the type of cops you want. Cops that can keep their head in this kind of situation. Yeah.
I was going to say Joe Morton is one of these. He's one of these rare actors that it's never about race. It's like I'm here to do a job and just take it at face value. But he was in John Sells' A Brother from Another Planet, where he's this black guy. He's beamed into, I think it's LA, and he's looking around to see who to meet. And it's a really cool film. And John Sells is a white dude, and Mr. Morton had no problem about being directed by someone like him. So he's one of the good ones.
I know, I like him. I just like this actor. I mean, every time, he's. I still get a bit sad when Miles Dyson dies because, but he does go out like a fucking boss. I mean, he tries to help, even when he's all shut up and he's like coughing blood out of his lungs. He still tries to help Sarah. Has found a way to escape, doesn't he? And,
have you watched the director's cut of Terminator 2?
Yeah, I've seen all. I've seen all the versions. I've seen the really longer, shitty cut and the pretty decent special edition. But I always go back to the theatrical version. There's just something that it gets straight to the point and doesn't really spell anything out too much in it. And so, I mean, I will.
But I always stick with the director's cut because you see more of the Bennett family. Do you know what I mean? And it's like,
that's one of the few scenes that I thought, okay, that kind of could have been put back in the theatrical to give him some context, but I get why they cut it out. It does kind of kill the pace a bit, and that is also one of the things where sacrifices have to be made. But it's a shame though, because it does humanize him and shows he's not a bad guy. He's just a very ambitious, and he hasn't realized what he's done. But like I said, he comes through for Sarah. I mean, he holds that fucking block of the Sabadan chip, doesn't he? And and holds it over the detonator as well, and just to sort of like
I have to do a retro review soon on Terminator 2. I've always wanted to do it on my channel, but I'll get a chance to do it hopefully this year. So can't wait.
Yeah. So once again, Castillo is he's very similar to like Davis here as well, because he's keeping his head in this really sort of intense situation here where anyone could get killed if the wrong thing gets the wrong decision is made. And he has obviously Tim is like, I was trying to save your partner, and Sonny thinks, all you were doing was, no, you weren't doing that. You were just you were too fucking vengeful. You were out for yourself. You had to avenge your partner, and you wasn't thinking of all the others you were putting in danger. And Castillo tells him, if I didn't need any of the men I could get at my disposal, you would be fucking gone right now. But then we get this actress. I've seen her in a few as well. I've seen, but she's a lot older in the stuff I've seen her in, but she's real young here, and she's kind of this dancing girl, and but she's in shock as well. She's sort of like trying to get through it. And then you got this Ralph Macchio looking Escobar kid who kind of is in love with her. He proper looks like the Karate Kid in this. This almost looks like he's wearing what's it called? One of those big sort of like Crombie coats in a way, but no, it's just a blazer. It happens to be a very outside. Yeah.
And he looks like his t-shirt, sorry, looks like his t-shirt or jumper he's wearing underneath. It's got ribbing on it. Am I seeing like
Yeah.
two large crease marks, like deliberate crease marks? Yeah,
So if
there
you
you
can,
go. Zoom in. No, it's not. Yeah,
yes.
that angle was a bit misleading. I thought it was, but you could get tops like those back in the day.
Mm. So he's having some smokes as well. He's worried about Castillo as well, and Castillo advises just to stall them and try and see if they can let them get the try and get them to let the hostages go, but they should also let Davis handle it. All they've got to do is stay cool. And I love the line as well where he says about they stopped being kids when they started using these machine guns, and yeah, because at the end of the day, these may be stupid, misguided kids, but at the end, but they're still holding people hostage, and they can still get people killed. They've got one cop killed already, and you can't afford to be sentimental towards them. You will have to take them down, and I like that as well. I like it's a hard choice as well. He's telling one of his team that you will have to make a hard choice, and it's going to play on you, but it's going to be the right choice though.
Mm-hmm.
And look, you got a really young Ving Rhames there as well. I almost didn't recognize him
Oh, I
because
forgot about that. Yeah, holy
yeah.
shit. Yeah, he's very good in this. Well, back in the day, folks, when Ving Rhames was actually a good actor, instead of phoning it in now like he does with Mission Impossible, hey, yo, Ruth, the motherfucker, where do I stand, man?
Yeah, no, do you think it might have been because he had health issues or something? Because he came
Maybe.
across like he might have it because he's not getting any younger, is he, though? And he's a big guy,
No.
so who knows? But he's
Yeah, and
really
that thing,
skinny here, though. Oh,
yeah, the
sorry.
thing in the back of his neck. You know, remember in Pulp Fiction where his character had
Yeah, it was a nice
yeah,
little
yeah. I
happy
think
accident, wasn't it?
I
But
think
it
he had
ended
that
up
in
being
real
this.
life as well. Yeah.
Yeah, and Tarantino thought, okay, that looks pretty cool. We'll use that as well, and
Hmm.
it has sort of like made people who are into like, theorizing that he's Marcellus Wallace is after his soul, and in some religions, the soul comes out the back of the neck, and the
Oh,
suitcase is what
interesting.
contains his soul. Yeah, so
Well, that depiction of a rough Miami life is probably not too far from the truth. And I know that belt he's wearing, yes, I've seen that before. So not the exact same thing, but very, very similar. Yeah, they're really cool, man. He's rocking that shirt, by the way, whoever this dude
yeah, he's
is. I
rocking
like.
he's got the leather pants, anything as well. It's like,
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, mate, at your balls sticking to those bloody trousers. It's like it must be really hot out there. I don't think Miami's the ideal place to be wearing leather trousers. I mean, it's
No,
that's how hot
no,
it gets.
no, no. Leather trousers, man. It's strictly for autumn and winter, man. That's it.
I know.
Not a sun. I've tried it in the summer. It's trust me, you'll be chafing a lot afterwards.
I know. Yeah, obviously they got the rambling woman as well because she's all
This
fucking
is a
nervous and
great
everything. Yeah,
location, by the way. I don't know how they managed to find this building and shoot in it because it's an amazing apartment. But again, if Teague was here, he would have said, well, there are lots of abandoned apartments back in the day. And you mentioned that story about the guy that got paid $16 for the place he looked after. So,
I know. And once again, Davis just comes through as well. He's like, it turns out they want 100K in a helicopter, which is always the fucking case. And it's like, yeah, they want tickets to Hawaii, no touristy place, something that shows off the beauty of their culture. Oh no, it's Naked Gun. Sorry, yeah. Yeah, so but now you got the ticking clock. Now you got the 4 hours going in there. So he tries to negotiate, but Raul tells him it's no deal. So then we got this other Escobar guy as well, and he's kind of like a bit more bloodthirsty, isn't he? He's a bit more he's a bit more crazy. He's kind of he seems to have kind of developed a taste for fucking killing, and he's looking for any excuse to pull that trigger. But now we've got a little bit of conflicts as well, like who wants to be the leader, and they're both not cut out for it as well. Raul is surprisingly a bit more human than he makes himself out to be, and the other guy is not. And I like how he just sort of like tells him to go fuck himself. You're just a stupid kid with a gun, He's not scared of him, and I like that. I like that. Ving Rhames, man, Ving Rhames. But then, but I don't know. He's one of those guys where being big actually suits him a bit more. Somehow it just makes him more imposing. But yeah, Tubbs is sort of being a good guy as well. He's keeping everyone calm. He's sort of showing off a little bit of charisma, and she starts dancing to Sting, and he's mesmerized by it. And Obviously, the
Oh,
psycho.
crikey! I've seen this
Yeah,
picture of her now. I'm thinking, have you? Can you dig up her name by
yeah. Let's
chance,
get it up.
bastard?
Let's look for Internet
Yeah.
Movie Database. Okay, Internet
Where
Movie
have I seen
Database.
her? She looks really familiar, but she's got that classic 1980s hairstyle going on there. I'm going to assume that's her real hair, actually. She's probably straightened it. She's really familiar. I don't know where I've seen her. She's been in a Damon Wayans movie or something like that, maybe.
Yeah, let's have a look. Yeah, I've seen her. I do remember seeing her in Spider-Man Homecoming. Anyway,
Really?
Garciel Bouvet, if I'm pronouncing her name
Oh,
right. It's a
right.
very
Oh,
French
no.
sounding name. No.
Doesn't ring a bell. So
Okay,
she
let's
was in
have
the
a look.
Spider-Man movie.
Yeah, she was the Vulture's wife.
That's her?
Yeah,
Oh
and she was in
my
Flight as well.
God.
That's a good film. That Flight with Denzel Washington. So like, she's had a
Yeah.
lot of stuff.
Oh, she's oh, that's
Oh
her.
yeah. Oh shit. Yeah, I think she's in Coming to America as well as one of the ring bearer ladies.
Okay. Right.
Yeah, I think
She would have been doing the rounds in those specific type of genre films back in the day because that's what work was given out.
yeah, Cosby Show as well as a nurse. She's a young woman, horse buyer in Manhunter. Coming to America. Yeah, Rose Barrett in Coming to America. Yes.
Sorry,
Okay.
did you
Yeah.
say Manhunters in the movie?
Yeah, Manhunter. Yeah, a young
Ah,
woman house buyer. That's it. Not horse buyer, house buyer. Sorry, I've not got my glasses here. I do apologize. And yes, she has been on like the Wayne Brothers TV series as well as a character called Rachel.
there you go. That's
She's
probably
been
where
in
I know
Fresh
her
Prince a
from.
few times as well as different characters and even herself apparently. So I'm gonna have to rewatch that show. Fucking, it's been a
Okay,
long
she's
time.
done the rounds. Good for her.
Yeah, she looks pretty good here. She looks like she's aged very well and all. So good on her. Good on her.
And she was Michael Keaton's missus in that Spider-Man film. Holy shit.
Yeah.
I
So
am
she's obviously
Mrs. Vulture, by the way.
Yeah, Mrs. Vulture. And yeah, and it's looking like he's ready to sort of grape her as well. I'm like, Jesus Christ, man. Even Ralph Macchio's starting to think, I don't think I should have hung around with these gangs. I don't think these guys are cool. I mean, you know. But he's kind of got this very nihilistic view, like, you are nothing, we are nothing, you know, and Ving Rhames tries to save her, but he gets killed, and they drag him out, and they got the other guys as well held at gunpoint, and yeah, and it's looking, it's getting heating up now. They've killed their first person in the building, so they've kind of, so they're kind of ramping up the stakes here a little bit more as well. And I like how Tubbs is sort of like playing divide and conquer as well, saying like, "You'll pay for this as well. I mean, they're going to get you. You're not going to get out of this alive." And yeah, dude, why does this guy not get his own spin-off? I mean, he seems to be behaving like an actual cop as well. I mean, I don't know if Joe Morton actually got any technical advice from any of the real cops to try and help give his character some kind of realism here, though.
I
But
like
once
his
again,
police issue sunglasses. They're really cool.
I know. Plus, it's Miami. You need the sunglasses.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, some more time passes. The people are becoming even more intense and miserable, and even Raoul sort of gives an okay to give the child to the rambling woman as well to try and calm her. So once again, you kind of seen a little bit of sympathy, and even he's starting to think, Jesus Christ, is this going too far? I mean, I want to run, but I can't. I'm stuck here now. I've got to try and deal with the situation, and I don't know how to. And yeah, so other side, there's plenty of like coppers looking for positions as well to pick them off. And so they have decided that maybe they will use a helicopter to lower them to the roof. So, but they get the kids out as well, don't they? So the kids are safe, which is yeah, that nice bit of relief as well. And so they tell Dave, and they found out that they killed Davis in self-defense, and just looking for my notes to apologize. So yeah. So yeah, they lower him on a helicopter and they tie him up, and he's once again he's trying to sort of convince the macho kid as well to try and drop what he's doing. And we've got Tubbs now sneaking into the building, and yeah, look at all this overgrown weeds and everything. I mean, you can really tell like yeah, no one gives a shit about this fucking neighborhood. I mean, there's no council to try and clean it up and make it look presentable and habitable anymore. It's just been abandoned and grown out. It's almost like when you look at The Last of Us as well, where the buildings have got wildlife growing out of the concrete floor.
Yeah.
But obviously the cops are getting loading up now, and we're getting a bit more suspense with him sneaking through the building. He tells them about the
This
crawl
is a good
space.
episode, by the way. I'm surprised some people said it wasn't a great, because it's got like a 7.3 on the IMDb. So, yeah, I think I've been Teague or you that might have said, oh, it's not one of the best. But I remember this being a really good episode.
It does have its moments. I don't know if it's good as the other last few episodes, but it still does have its moments, and you can still tell they're trying to, give us some kind of suspense
nice butt
here
shots.
as well.
Whoa,
Oh yeah, no, what the fuck?
That, yeah.
That's the 10 frames. That's the 10 frames. I blame the 10 frames. That's the 10 frames there.
Yeah, sure,
that's what I do.
bastard, sure.
Yay! So yeah, they all storm in as well, and it's looking like things are really picking off. So they're gonna have to try and take the hostages to the roof. So now he's got the macho one, so he knows he's like the weaker, isn't he? He's the one he can probably manipulate more into helping him escape. And the coppers storm through the building, and he uses the hall. I have an itch there. You really need to. Could you please let me itch this? I don't want to die with an itch. So he goes up to him, and he's like, he pulls out a gun. I'm a cop. And then he kills the other guy as well. So he grabs a dancing girl, takes her up to the roof. Tim nearly kills the Ralph Macchio kid, and Tubbs tells him, "You don't deserve this. You're too trigger happy." And I don't know, he kind of restrained himself a little bit. But to be honest, he was one of the Escobar kids. I mean, he was running in the hallway. I mean, he was running right at him. I mean, who knows what could have happened there? So I don't know. I kind of don't blame him this time for nearly shooting him. But yeah, we never really see this character evolve. He just kind of gets shamed into being trigger happy, and that's it. I would like to have seen a little bit more layers to his character, but he does the best with what he has anyway. And Michael Mann obviously saw potential in him to have him in more stuff with him, so it's not too bad. But yeah, it's the psychotic one gets killed in the process by Sonny, and then the Raoul character gets pretty much. Well, he's pretty much trapped now, and he realizes, it's either go to jail or gets gunned down. So he just can't do it. He's realized he's gone too far, and he gives up. And I do actually feel a bit sorry for him, but yeah, he was obviously too much of a good guy to have gotten into this, but he made his choice, and he does have to pay for the consequences. Now it's a cop is killed, another guy is being killed when that all could have been avoided, and yeah. And it kind of ascends as well, don't they? I mean, after all that, and just get straight to the point. So yeah, it's not my favorite episode. It's got it does have enough suspense, and it's got some really good sort of like guest characters and everything. And once again, I like seeing Tubbs sort of like try and use his environment to try and gain the advantage. And once again, he does a good undercover job as well. He's sort of shedding his flash clothes as well to try and mix in with to try and infiltrate, and he's a very good infiltrator.
Yeah, from the research I've done on this episode as well, that some of that dialogue that he spouts out in his Jamaican accent, man, is all improvised. He just did it on the fly, and they kept it all in.
Yeah, he was practically singing his own song, "Book of My Life," wasn't he? And amongst Jan Hammer's Western twang thing going on there, and yeah, he can fucking sing, man. He can really sing. Yeah. Oh, my throat's a bit funny. Sorry about that.
No, it's all right.
Yeah, but like I said, not a lot really happens. It's mostly just waiting around. But I do like the whole point of view of the cops trying to figure out how they can try and find out where the positions are of the Escobars, and try and strategize and get the hostages out safe, and hopefully try to avoid any more necessary bloodshed. And I like that as well. They're trying to resolve this situation cleanly and effectively as well, and it is probably one of the more good aspects as well. We're seeing coppers acting very competent here, and there probably is still some inaccuracies, but yeah, I still think it's an okay episode. I just it doesn't really leave that much as impression as it would, and it would touch on much more vengeful coppers later on with the Lou Diamond Phillips episode. So I think that was a better one, to be honest, but. Like I said, it's a good look. It does feel like a nice little filler episode in comparison to the last three, which felt a little bit more epic in my opinion. But that's my view on this episode, Kung Fu Hot Dog.
Yeah, I don't mind this episode at all. I don't think it dragged in places. Again, given the situation, it's a hostage situation. What are you going to do in that time? I think the heat from the outside and the way they're sort of like semi-dressed on the inside kind of ramps up the tension quite a bit. I think Philip Michael Thomas just puts in a really good performance, as he always does, including Don Johnson. But again, the MVP of this has got to be Philip Michael Thomas. And you can kind of tell, even at this freeze frame at the end, where they just kind of stood there looking at each other. I wonder how many hours they had to actually do all the scenes, considering how hot it is, how everybody's visibly sweating on the set. So, and this is with less clothes on, by the way. You know, if they had, were completely naked, they'd still be sweating it out. So,
I know.
I think
That's
Don
how
Johnson,
fucking hot it gets. I mean, have you ever
Jesus.
read Bruce Campbell's autobiography when he talks about his time on Bare Notice? Because that's shot in Miami as well.
Oh,
And
yeah, yes. I've got all the seasons now, which is great. I paid
yeah,
like
it's
four
good.
or five
Good
pounds for
show,
each
man.
one. Yeah.
Good
I'll
fucking
have them all
show.
lined up
Toxic
here.
wants, yeah,
And
Toxic wants to talk about it one day, and I'm hoping
yeah.
once we finish Buffy, you may actually do a retrospective on that
Yeah,
one. And
because
I'll be
I've
looking
got the
forward to
Fall of Sam Axe as well, which is great. Which I've
I
got to
still
watch
need
in
to watch that.
It's
I
really
will.
good. I think you got to watch it after season 6 of Burn Notice, so it takes you back to how Sam became who he did. Really, really good.
Yeah, well, Bruce Campbell would talk about buying spare shirts and everything, but then he would later find these other shirts that could absorb the sweat a lot more, and he would always wear woolen socks because even though they were pretty thick, they would absorb sweat a lot better than most other socks would. So yeah, that's some good advice if
Yeah,
you're ever down
yeah.
Miami.
He's not wrong.
I know. So yeah, my favorite regular character. You've already mentioned like Michael Philip Thomas being the MVP of this episode, and I do have to agree because even though I like seeing Crockett keeping his head, Tubbs playing Divide and Conquer while trying to tend to the squatters. I mean, it just kind of endears you as well because he is in the lion's den, isn't he? You know, he's the one that's trying to sort of like get the upper hand, even though he's left very, very vulnerable, and exposed, and that takes fucking balls, man, and. Yeah, John the Beagle, Dad. Yeah, how you doing, man? We probably will be a shorter stream than usual, but still, hopefully,
Hello,
we can
John.
still have a nice little chat, man. Anyway, hope you're doing
Yeah.
okay. Hope it's not boiling too fucking badly where you are, man, because damn, we are sweating balls here in England.
It is. I've actually, I'm going to diverge from the stream just a little bit to say that cold brew coffee is the way to go now. I think today was the last day I'm drinking hot coffee again. I could not stand it, my friend. I'm now watching YouTube videos on the best cold brew coffee, how to do it, everything, because I had some on Friday. And dude, I tell you, it was like a baptism of coffee beans. I was like,
I might have to do that
yeah,
anyway. I might have to
Jesus.
do that.
Yeah.
I might buy a good packet of protein coffee as well. That way I
Yeah,
can drink
that's
the
a good
coffee after a
idea.
workout.
Yeah, get a big fat ass mason jar, and just take it from there, man. I'm a real coffee hound, so I've got to switch up my ways. Because once you got hey Nix, because
I
basically
know. What time not seen, man? Well, it popped up not too long ago, anyway. So yeah, I hope you're doing okay, man. So
yeah, what an avatar! Holy shit, man! Hey, there you go. He's a coffee drinker. Good man. Oh, I tell you what, I was knocked out yesterday, dude. I had like probably 2 cans of inch cider from Tesco, and you put ice in that. And I suddenly sat in front of my video. I think I'm going to edit my Supergirl video now. And suddenly, I was like, what the hell's happening to me? When you're drinking it ice cold, it does not go to your head straight away. But after about half an hour, he's got a percolator coffee. Okay, yep, I know where you're coming from, dude. Yeah, I'm going to be making do with that soon. Actually, like not using it anymore. Strictly cold coffee from now on, man.
I might do that myself, and I like a bit of coffee. You can make
it for days. Just brew for 24 hours, and then you got it for 4 days afterwards. And if you get the one with a tap at the end, fill it, put some cold ice cubes with made from coffee or your favorite flavor, syrup, and then you're off to the races, man.
I'm going to start looking at these YouTube clips myself. So, yeah, so we've done the MVP now. Favorite regular character. Your favorite guest character of this episode?
Yeah, it's a bit of a tough one. I'm going to go with Joe Morton because I got a bit of a soft spot for the guy. And
nah, man, I've been looking at my fucking list here because I love Tim Brewery's.
Yeah,
need to allow raids. Tony Down Under wanted to raid to you. I'll try and find out about it anyway. It's because we're on different time stamps anyway, and I'll try and talk to Tony again. Anyway, it has been a while though. It has been a while. He's a good dude though. He's a good dude. We'll see what happens anyway. If I don't get too busy. So I want to try and get him on again to try and redo my Mask of Zorro stream, because fucking hell, the audio on that is terrible. And I want to do it right again. I want to redo that and redeem myself a little bit with it. It's just finding the time, especially when someone is like 12 hours ahead in on the time zone. So yeah, I've got to go for the same thing, because he's exactly the type of cop you want in order to prevent a hostage situation going wrong. He knows how to handle himself in a very intense situation, and he seems very professional, and he looks like he knows what he's doing. And it's a shame we never saw this character again, because you got a good actor playing him, and he conducts it just in a way that does feel very realistic. So yeah.
Yeah,
so
from what I know about Joe Morton, he was a regular jobbing actor. So anything that came along, he was there, man, like a fly to shit, man. Good for him.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Gina Easton, yeah, she definitely was. I don't know if Danny DeVito was he? I don't remember him being involved.
He might have been. He might have been.
Yeah. Well, there is an actor who was in the a lot of the Coen Brothers movies who almost looks Danny DeVito-ish, but so maybe that's him. I don't know, but I'll have to rewatch that again. But there's been a lot of like weird cameos as well. I mean, we had a really early version of Ben Stiller as well before he started becoming this. Before he started doing like these hit comedies. Yeah. Don't stay away too long, either, Nix. Anyway, I hope you're doing okay, man. And so yeah, favorite music moment. It's got to be "Book of My Life" by Tubbs. Just the way he just sort of strolls down here, just singing it. He's got this great voice, and Jan Hammer's playing, and there isn't really a lot of like memorable music moments. I did still like the Africa Bambita track that with Pepe was dancing to as well.
Yeah.
But none of the songs really stick out as much as most do in other episodes.
No, I'm all right.
Yeah. Favorite music moment then, Kung Fu Hot Dog.
Shockingly, there's actually none that I can think of in this episode. None really stood out to me compared to previous episodes. None from none. I'm afraid I'm going to say none on that one.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I think this is why the episode kind of rates a little bit lower in my view as well. But I think favorite outfit might be a little bit more easier to figure out, because it's got to be Pepe's fucking teddy boy zoot suit. It's absolutely terrible. He looks so fucking gay in it, but he owns it though. He owns the fucking no shirt under the teddy boy zoot suit look. I mean, he's the only person who could probably pull it off. If I look like that, I'd have a bunch of fucking assholes saying, "Oh, look at her." So, yeah, it's no problem, man. No problem. Listen, we've all got fucking shit to do with our lives. We've got stuff to do with our lives, man. It happens. I mean, there was even a couple of times last month where I wasn't doing a lot of streams either, because life just happens. It happened. And look at the Uninspired Reviewer. I mean, he sort of he took a hiatus from YouTube, and I think he's just doing stuff recently again. So, yeah, favorite outfit, man.
It's got to be that guy with the white belt with the really intricate studs on them, and the tight ball breaking jeans. And
it's Raul, isn't it? Yeah. So yeah, I got you guys in the background doing crapper repairs. Yeah, well, that's the good thing about these streams as well. I mean, they make menial jobs a little bit more less menial. I mean,
I'm guessing when he's doing crapper repairs, he's a plumber. I'm gonna guess.
Oh god, I'm really gonna have to watch Babylon 5. I mean, there's a lot. There's a lot to cover there, though, man. There's a lot.
Jeez.
You're better off asking Teague for that kind of stuff anyway, because he's the sci-fi guy, isn't he? So for once, my beagle is calm. Yeah. Oh, so it's good. Right? They're always fucking calm for a while until something sets them off, like someone knocks on the door, or the mailman comes by. So yeah. Sorry, favorite outfit. Oh yeah, the guy with the white belt, Raul as well.
Definitely,
so
he's rocking it from A to Z, man. He was good.
Yeah, and I don't think there is a lot of good memorable quotes. I think the only quote that really sticks in my mind here, I mean, there is a good one where it's like, tell me where the Escobars are, or like extinguish your suit. I mean, that was kind of funny, but it's got to be Castillo saying they stopped being kids when they started using guns, because it just says so much without saying anything at the moment. And I love how Sonny just looks at him as if he agrees. He knows what he's talking about. He knows what he will have to do, and he's not going to like it, but it might be the only choice if it comes down to that. So yeah, I like these little lines that just say a lot with in just these few sentences. So yeah, favorite quote.
It's Crockett when he says, "Ladies and gentlemen, this year's Nobel Peace Prize goes
Yeah.
to Tim Durer."
Yeah.
I can't do the Don Johnson as good as you, my friend, so I'm just going to ruin it with a Bertie Wooster English accent.
Yeah, that is actually a good quote. That I mean, even the line, "Shall we flush Pepe out?" That did make me laugh a little bit as well. You know, but yeah, it really defined the 80s. I mean, I think fucking hell, it's almost like the show invented the 80s. I mean, because I mean, it was playing.
Oh, I mean, he says here it defines the 80s. Oh God, do I agree with that one? It kind of does. I would say Magnum PI also did in a different way. I know where Beagle Dad is going with this one because, yeah, you've got to remember, like when this came out, MTV were heavily involved, all the music stuff. Does it define the 80s? Holy shit, I'm an 80s guy, and I have to pause here for a minute and say, do I agree or do I slightly disagree? I'll have to come back on that one. Man, that's good God, man, jeez. I mean, what film defines the 80s? I mean, what's your pick? Lethal Weapon 1? Or is it Aliens? Or is it Terminator 1? You know what I mean? Holy shit, that's a real Spanish thrown into the stream here today. Nice one, John.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely shamelessly exploited its decade, didn't it? It's like, okay, we're living in this very fun, wacky little decade as well, but we've also got these gritty drug dealers, and we've got MTV. Okay, let's try and bring this into our show, you know, because and it works. You know, it gives it's kind of like serves as this really sort of charming time capsule as well now. So
I mean, the fact these guys are getting free wardrobes off Boss and Versace, all these, my God. You know, I mean, I hope the actors managed to keep them afterwards. I mean, because if you think about it, they didn't like working in the heat. They probably got a decent salary, but as a sideline, keep the outfits because these fashion houses aren't going to take them back again. So I hope they did that.
Yeah, excuse me. So yeah, you were born during the Apollo missions to the moon. Fucking hell. So what? Your late 50s, getting close to your 60s, man. Yeah. So yeah, you probably would have been like maybe in your teens in the 80s then, wouldn't you? So yeah, so this is favorite quote then, and final rating. I'll give it 3 out of 5 Pepe socked dress shoes. You know, it's like I said, it's still got plenty of good suspense, and it's good to see the cops sort of like feel a little bit more grounded and realistic, and even though the episode looks like it's got a bit of a limited budget compared to others, but you know, it's. Yeah, but then again, we've already come off like really 3 good episodes with the Golden Triangle duology and the Rites of Passage one, and then obviously we get this other one, which I don't know if I'm gonna like the second, third, or fourth time. Is it the 5th time? Jesus Christ! But we'll see what happens next week with Made for You episode. So yeah, final rating: Kung Fu Hot Dog.
I'm gonna give it 3.5. Daytona watches out of 5, and the half would be like there's only going to be a wristband for the other watch that has no face with it. So yeah, not a great episode, but it's you know, it still has its moments.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I said, it's still well done. You know, despite its limited budgets, probably, and but like. I think but next week is going to be a little bit more of a candy episode. I need a real, a proper candy episode as well, because this time it's going to focus more on Switek and Zito. And I don't know if this might be the last time we see Nuggy, the second to last time we see Nuggy on Miami Vice. But yeah, that'll be the episode 18, Made for Each Other. That's it, Made for Each Other. And we'll touch on that next week. And hopefully Admiral T will be there as well. And I'm hoping I like this episode a lot better this time. I don't know, I think I might have skipped this episode the last few times I was going through the series, so we'll see what happens anyway.
I'm going to say as well regarding Nix's chat here about it wouldn't be the 80s without these sort of things. Well, I discovered something very 1980s yesterday and had no idea about it. So when I was doing some research for Uwe Boll's Rampage movies, Another Rampage film popped up from 1987, directed by William Friedkin, the man that gave you To Live and Die in L.A. And
Oh man.
Rampage stars Michael Biehn as a DA going after a serial killer based on the what was it called again? It's to do with the some California vampire guy they call. I forgot what the actual there's not Sunset Killer, but it's like Sacramento Vampire. That's what it is. But he wasn't really a vampire. But this guy parades around killing people at random. But when I saw that, I thought William Friedkin is now on 4K by Kino Lorber. I'm like, I've got to pick this up. It's a film never seen before, but very 80s. And Michael Biehn, if you're going to get the guy at his peak, get him in his 80s and early 90s stuff.
I will check that out, man, because he's definitely one of these great directors that's done a shitload of underrated stuff. I think you need to watch Stu Penzo's William Friedkin stream as well, because he went through a lot of his fucking back catalogue, and even I didn't get a chance to watch it all. But, but I did end up watching Sorcerer for the first time as well, and really underrated movie, incredibly underrated movie. Definitely deserves more love, and it's a love collecting from Kino Lorber. Okay, so
they're good. They're good. They did the American Ninja films recently. That Enter the Ninja. I got all 3 of those in 4K, and the presentation on them is phenomenal. Yeah,
I need to check out more. I really do. And so yeah, before we go, is there anything you want to promote, Kung Fu Hot Dog?
Yeah, so if you guys haven't seen my Supergirl videos of this week, please go and check them out. Please check out my review for Citizen Vigilante, which shockingly, when I uploaded it, YouTube came back and said there's nothing to restrict here. Everything's fine, because you've got to be very careful how you upload segments of that movie. But because it's a German film, they're a bit more relaxed about copyright as well. And then I'm working on another Supergirl video tonight, and I'm keeping a bit stum about it. It's gonna have some crazy edits in there, and I shot it in 2 different ways. So when you end up watching, you'll be like, "Oh, what's going on here?" Then you kind of realize what I did. So but I couldn't edit it yesterday because I was drunk and cider. So to wake up at 6:30 this morning to get on with the edit, and it's nearly finished now.
Yeah, no, fucking hell, it can be a bit of a cholo editing, but once it's done, it's worth it. It's worth it. I'm hoping I don't have to re-record my review either, or rewrite it because I hate that, because you're halfway through making the review and you're like, oh shit, I need to re-record this bit. I mean, somehow I just missed out a little syllable more than I should have done, or blah blah blah. But but next week, join us for episode 18, Made for Each Other. Friday, so far I've not got a stream booked. I was supposed to do I was supposed to do Death of Stalin with Emperor Goodwin, but he's going to be with his wife on the 4th of July, so it's a bad day. So I've reorganized that for the week after. So next week, I don't know yet. I'm still thinking what's happening. Who knows? Maybe I might take a week off, unless but we'll see. So and I'll be on. I might be on Dark Hours Tuesday stream if I get a chance. If not, I'll probably be on the Nielsen ratings and Losers Lounge to talk John Carpenter's Starman. If you want Kung Fu Hot Dog, I can ask Blue Collar if you want to jump on for Starman.
Oh gosh, I'll have to watch the film again. That's the Jeff Bridges movie, right?
Yeah.
If I get a chance to watch it, I'll see. But I think next week is just going to be crazy with GTA news and more firing. So keep me 50-50 on that one. I'll let you know.
Yeah, no problem, man. No problem. So, yeah. Thursday will be Toxic Thursday. Hopefully, you can make that as well, because I know he sends he sends the link to you anyway. But if you can't make it, it's no problem. And yeah, so far that's it. And whether you beautiful bastards are Northern. Oh yeah, let me thank everyone in the chat. I do apologize. Very rude of me. John the Beagle Dad, Nix, and that's it, really, isn't it? But yeah, thanks for joining us, everyone in the chat. I know you came on a little bit later, but that doesn't matter. We don't care. We don't care if you came on late or too early.
It's a bit of an insane reason why I came on late. You wouldn't believe what I tell you, but I'll tell you offline. Yeah,
all right, man. So yeah, whether you beautiful bastards are Northern English or not, thanks for watching. But right now, that's us, and we're off to the pub for a nice cold drink. Stay infidel, my friends. Stay infidel and proud.